Alright, so we have a really good post from the Starlian on Twitter, kind of catching everyone up to speed as to what is going on with the Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon data mine. Most of the information coming from this right here, because we have the Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon data mining, dumping all the text files and story and whatever for Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. And what people are doing is they're going into this, searching key terms, and trying to figure out what that means. You know, looking up Mega, Kanto, Ash, and it looks like we actually have some pretty solid results. Oh yeah, if you're going through the data mine, also comment down below any fun things that you found inside data mine. Also use a relevant search term, because if you just say search Mega, you know, there's going to be several hundred results or something. So if you found anything interesting, comment down below, might make it into another video, and then we can kind of start bringing everything together and figure out more and more about Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. So I'm excited, guys. Original Kahunas stay the same, but the Elite Four replaces Kahili with Maulane, the guy that gave you the Steel Z Crystal in Pokemon Sun and Moon. This was predicted by one of the leaks that one of the rumors. You know, this right here, like, this is what blew my mind. Maulane, one of the new Elite Four. This was in the Rainbow Rocket leak, but still nothing on the Alola, and that's it. No new Alolan forms. We have that going. Seems like you can receive other items to put Mega Keystones in instead of just using a bracelet. Now we're going to break all this down later once I get into the text files, but that's just a lot of searching and a lot of like a blank white screen with some text on it. So I want to talk about the more exciting things, and then we'll go a little deeper into it. Let's snuggle forever. That is Mimikyu's Z-move's name. Oh, it's so heartbreaking, but also it's way too freaky. Like, look, that's Mimikyu right there. We've already seen the picture. We've already seen it in the first Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon trailer. That looks aggressive. It flies out of the forest. You see the spooky eyes, and then it goes and claws at you. But Mimikyu just wants to snuggle forever, guys, and ever, and ever. So yeah, just a little unsettling right there. Also talk about the new Pokemon. Covered this in the last video, but it's pretty much what we expect. 3D model for new mythical Pokemon Zeraora. We also have the sprites for that. The Croz's final form, all the other Pokemon, and then evolution to UB adhesive. That's just seeming like exactly where this one's going. Naganadel evolves from UB adhesive. Fast special attacker, apparently, so fun stuff like that. And then a plethora of new items, including colored petals. So that's another one that, like, what? Pink, orange, blue, red, green, yellow, purple, and then the rainbow flower. So what does the rainbow flower do, if anything? And, like, how many are there? 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7. So some people are speculating that you receive petals from the, or not the Kahunas, from the Island Trials, and that's kind of like some kind of symbol, and that maybe use the rainbow flower at some point in the late game. It's probably in like the game files. Like, I haven't found everything. People are looking up so many different things and getting so much different information all over the place that eventually we're going to have a better idea. And remember, people have the game. The CIA file has been leaked at this time. That's maybe the biggest thing to take into consideration right now. That Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon has been successfully pirated. The CIA is available, and now people are downloading it. I don't recommend you do it because piracy is illegal, guys, and I'm against modifying DS and all the fun stuff like that. The data mining is different, though. Like, this is just news. Once the data miners get a hold of it and extract the information, there's nothing you can do about it. I'm not encouraging these guys. They're doing it of their own free will, mostly because Michael wants to go and make Pika Hex pretty awesome. Also, we'll talk about that, but yeah, Michael, he's already saying that Pika Hex is pretty much on the way. So we might discuss that in this video. There's just so much to talk about with what's going on. But overall, this is not Nintendo eShop, guys. This is not trolling. The game is out. Hundreds, thousands of people. I don't even know how many people are going to have access to Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. So you can expect storyline spoilers, gameplay spoilers, a lot more coming your way. I'm not going to do any story spoilers. I want to keep the story as pure for myself as possible because Pokemon Sun and Moon story was really good, and I see Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon story being even better. So I'm just looking for gameplay. I'm looking for potential guides. I'm looking for competitive changes and stuff. But it looks like those stats, those values are going to be coming in pretty soon once the data mine finishes, and now that we're just going to have people rushing this game and kind of clarifying all the information that doesn't really make as much sense on text. So there's that. We will figure out all these things. And then Ash is confirmed to be in the game somehow. So we have a list of trailers, you know, man, young man, little boy, Incineroar. Also, some of these seem like Pokemon Overworld sprites. Like we have Beware 1, Beware 2. That was in one of the new gameplay not sprite images, but one like the gameplay files that we had. I'm guessing it might have something to do with this, but overall, like, yeah, we have overworld sprites, and for some reason, Ash is there. So maybe that's just, you know, game data that didn't end up being used. Maybe there's an Ash Easter egg somewhere. That would be ridiculous. And like another thing is, remember, with Mimikyu's with Mimikyu's trial, you go into the room and there's a picture of Ash and Pikachu there. So there's some kind of weird things going on in the Pokemon universe, like between the games and the anime, and now there's the multiverse and all these ultra wormholes. It seems like really anything is possible. Some other news that we have: Pokemon Centro. They have some of the gameplay, or they have some of the music. So the full OST has not been posted as far as I'm aware, but we do have Necrozma, Lysander, Genesis, Cyrus, Archie Maxi, and Giovanni music themes uploaded to YouTube by there, so that's pretty cool. We'll see where that develops. And then another thing that I didn't really mention in the last video, especially like going with all the other things, so Mimikyu Z Crystal. A lot of people are freaking out because it's like, it's new, it's confirmed, all kinds of fun stuff like that. Well, we've had this for a while through merchandise, and this isn't even like a leak. This is just like, it might be a leak, but I think we just have like the official merchandise reveal for the Mimikyu Z move. There it is. So we were expecting it at some point. No official reveal, but that's it for the Mimikyu Z move. And also, this no image for the toy, it doesn't, like, it said it was going to be a small Pokemon, but it doesn't seem like we had any small Pokemon revealed, so maybe it would be an adhesive? Unless the evolution, Naganadel, is actually kind of small, then that might be the figurine right there. And this is a mythical Pokemon on the Zeraora, but going off of this right here, Zeraora seems to be a pretty tall Pokemon, like it seems human-sized. So I don't know what that figure means, but yeah, so there were new Pokemon waiting, there were new Pokemon in the eyes of the new Necrozma form and the Pokemon Sun and Moon logos and stuff like that. So we were expecting something. It looks like at least this became true, so we have a precedent for future Pokemon reveals when it comes to new leaks, new toys, new merchandise and stuff, and also we just already knew about the Mimikyu, but we were waiting for some kind of hard confirmation, going through what Michael's Twitter is saying, kind of showing off. Like, I like that. Like, that looks good. That looks really good. So far from what we've seen with like gameplay pictures and stuff, it's just a graphical update. Like Pokemon Ultra Moon has a pretty solid engine update. It just looks like a much better game. We've seen this in the trailers, but as we're playing through the game, it seems like it's even better than we could have imagined. So that's really nice. The sprites seem like they have better detail. The models seem to be a little better. I don't know if there's going to be lag issues because of that, or if the engine was updated enough to where it functions pretty well on the 3DS. So yeah, I'm liking all these images and like all the resolution that we're getting. Zeraora looks a lot better in motion, so its offensive attacking stance does look pretty good. As people play through the game, get further into it, please consider sending me your save files. More I can get into what saves look like at various points of the game. Faster PK Hex can be updated. I think there was something about like meme crypto. 1 a.m. here, going to be working on updating PK Hex. So yeah, it seems like the game was roughly the same enough to where everything's good. Also, Michael has the full Pokedex, and nothing really too super insane off of that. That's like, okay, it's full Pokedex. We've already seen most Pokemon. We already know what to expect when it comes to that. And yeah. Also, there's some rumors going about that there's like another mythical Pokemon for either next Pokemon game or an update or something like that. However, it's weird because the Gen Pokemon is actually Hoopa's form. And it seems like Hoopa's form is kind of going at the end of the Pokedex. Thanks for this guy for noticing. Extraneous Pokemon category after Zeraora, Gen Pokemon, species ID 808. Did they forget to scrub another mythical? Never mind. It was also present in Sun and Moon. Hoopa Unbound has a special handling, I guess. My bad. Really weird. So that got really weird. And then we just have other things. Island Scan Pokemon. So I'll talk about the Pokemon Island Scans, levels, in-game trades, PKX, TM dumping, and then getting updates on PK Hex. So things are getting pretty crazy on that side, and now let's actually go into the text and find things to look up. So first thing I did was tutors. Once the tutors came out, it's like, what move tutors we got? Defog is available as a move tutor in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. It's about time, and judging by the look of it, pretty much every flying type Pokemon gets defog, like what we saw with Pokemon Ultra Sun, or not even Pokemon Ultra Sun, back in the 4th generation. For 4th generation, since Defog was an HM, very useful move, and a lot of Pokemon got access to it. And because of that, yeah, we see that, and even like newer generation Pokemon, so 5th, 6th, and 7th generation Pokemon, also naturally getting access to the Defog. This could hurt a Stealth Rock setup or Entry Hazard setup, because now it's just so accessible. You don't have to worry about transfer. It's actually legally usable, because now these Pokemon, they can have the Alola marking, the Alola Clover sign, or the Alola Plus sign, which is usable in competitive play. So that gets updated right there. And then also, yeah, don't have to worry about any kind of transfer from 4th generation with an uncompetitive Pokemon. That's a lot of Pokemon that get access to it, which is pretty crazy. Dragon Pulse as a new move tutor. I guess that's going to help out with getting I keep Poipole. That's going to help with Poipole into the I'm trying to get the names down. Naganadel. So it seems like that Dragon Pulse move tutor would be pretty solid right there. And I wanted to look up, did we get Rock Climb? No, we did not. So, like, Rock Climb would have been another interesting one to see, but I don't think it was as impactful as the Defog and as necessary. Like, that was one that just needed to come back. So that was a pretty big one. And now let's get into the actual gameplay files. So the first thing I want to look up is carrying a Mega. And a reason why we want to look up this is, like, if we look up Mega, there's going to be way too many results. It's going to be all the Mega Pokemon, all the Mega Pokedex entries. But this right here, this is what we were talking about with this. That people, like the guy just posted a picture of Archie's Anchor, because the Archie's Anchor holds the keystone for Mega Evolution, and this is what is being referenced right here. So whoever found this, you know, that's pretty awesome stuff. Cup contains untold power that somehow enables Mega Evolution. Necklace, glasses. So we have Maxie's glasses. We also have the necklace. Is that from one of the assistants? I don't remember with like Dexio if he had something that was special like that. Anchor, stick pin, tiara, and anklet. So the anklet, that's Xenia. The tiara, that's the champion from X and Y. And I don't remember what the stick pin is. So yeah, it looks like you might be able to find this, you know, and then we just have the regular old Mega Bracelet. And I think that's all of them. Okay, yes, that's all of them right there. I thought I saw a couple of other ones because there were like some extra keystones that might be unlockable. But the way this looks like, so why this is significant, because some people might say, oh, that's just an in-game data file that's not being used. We see this all the time, going back to Pokemon Black and White, Pokemon X and Y, Pokemon Sun and Moon. Even though the items aren't in the game, the data exists inside the game. That way the game doesn't crash, that way it still exists. That way they just hold on to the assets from game to game. Let's say like the flutes. You know, the flutes, they were not available in Pokemon X and Y, or I think they weren't available in Pokemon Black and White as well. So whatever items weren't available, they were still inside of the game data, and that was like a big thing that was talked about for quite some time. Same with like the Eternal Flower, or whatever like the Flabebe Flower was, and a couple of other ones. I'm trying to think about everything, because I want to make sure this is clear to you guys, because again, it's just text on white, so it's kind of hard to convey what I'm trying to talk about. It was something like this, like when Power Saves came out for Pokemon X and Y, and when the data mining started like take off for Pokemon stuff, we found Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire items in Pokemon X and Y. It's like, oh, does this mean that we're going into like the next Pokemon game with these items, because they were the exclusive items that you can't find in the other games? Well, then the trend was discovered that they just have all the items from all the games, they keep them inside the game. So hopefully that kind of clarifies what I'm talking about. So what people are trying to do is they're trying to use that to just discount it, like, oh, it's just an in-game reference to Archie, Maxie, to whatever model is going to be used for that Mega Evolution during battle. But I mean, it would be cool if, like, say we defeat Archie and Maxie in the game, and then they give us that as a reward or something, if we can customize our character, because it's buried between other items, you know, variety of mysterious Mega Stones, X Pokemon can hold it, we have the Z moves as well. So these look like key items. These look like key items, or at least just item, flavor text. So why would it be an item flavor text? Like, you know, Archie doesn't need the flavor text. If it's not accessible to the trainer. Also, this didn't happen in Pokemon Sun and Moon. You know, this item didn't exist in Pokemon Sun and Moon, and people weren't able to modify it and play around with it too much. So I think there is a little bit extra here, and if we can find it, that would be sick if we could actually, like, use this for our character in some way, just adding to the extra customization that is in Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. So that'd be pretty awesome. There were some other things I wanted to look up. Lovely. So it looks like, we have a Lovely Place, Faraway Place, Pokemon movie, and stuff like that. So it looks like the 3DS games have events covered up until 2021, because this looks like a Pokemon's location, like where the Pokemon is received from. A Lovely Place, Faraway Place, any kind of events and stuff. So Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon has data for 2021. I'm not saying that, oh man, we're gonna have 3DS game compatibility and stuff like that, but looks like they're carrying it for like 4 years, just in case something happens, and it seems ambitious. Game Freak wants to keep making Pokemon movies and games until 2021. Generation 8 confirmed, all kinds of fun stuff like that. So yeah, when I was digging around, I found that this was just something interesting. They have like VGC, they have World Championship Series, they have all kinds of events and all kinds of labels for possible event Pokemon, just kind of hiding for the next couple of years inside the game files. Again, seems precautionary, but just something neat that I ended up picking up. Ultra Spaces. Oh man, I wonder if I can actually find like the Ultra Space, because again, looking up Ultra, there's 82 things for Ultra. I think it was Ultra Forest? Ultra Forest. Maybe. Something like that. Okay, cool. So what we do have is also references to areas that exist. We have the Ultra Plant, Ultra Crater, Ultra Desert, Ultra Forest, Ultra Jungle, Ultra Ruin. I'm pretty sure that there's actually like data mining happening right now that is extracting the actual in-game sprites, the actual in-game models of these areas. So like Kartana's Ultra Space, Naligo's Ultra Space, all the Ultra Beast Ultra Spaces. We just have the names for them right here. Ruins, Space Wilds, Team Rocket's Castle, Plains Grotto, Pikachu Valley. It's just like some new areas. But again, since the game is out, the CI is lead, people are data mining it. Seems like we're going to be able to find all of these areas pretty soon. So this doesn't really mean a super amount of stuff, but it is like weird, the kind of things you can find. The big thing people are talking about, Kanto Gyms, confirmed. So we have Cantonian, is I think what people are setting up. Novelty badge that you can receive from the Cantonian Gym. Rumor has it that it imitates a badge from somewhere else. That was in one of the rumors somewhere. I don't remember. Like one of the leaks where it's just like, oh, that's right. You can go and fight Kanto Gems. So, I mean, like, yeah, that looks exactly like what's being explained with Ryuki. Ryuki's in what looks like Lieutenant Surge's gym. There's an area that has the gyms. It seems like a rotating gym schedule. Like, every day, there's a new gym leader to battle, but it seems like it's only Cantonian and nothing else. So that just might be a callback. Some first generation fan service. I am always happy to see the Pokemon Company recognizing that, and then it also gives a chance for the newer players. You know, newer players that didn't pick up the original Pokemon games, they're not going to be able to experience those older kind of gym layouts and those older gameplay features. So I'm really happy that everyone gets access to that as well. There's a lot of weird stuff as well. Like we have this, lost its trainer, a Pokeball with a Pokemon that lost its trainer inside. Seems to be from Ula Ula Island, and this is inside of the Rotom powers and inside of the other key items. Machine used to fuse Necrozma. So with this, it looks like there's DNA splicers for Necrozma's forms, so Galio and Lunala forms, the Duskmane and Dawn. I probably just butchered that, but you know what I'm talking about. So the forms have the key items, there's extra key items, but lost its trainer. That's messed up. What is going on? And what Pokemon? And what? That's some weird stuff going on. Rotom power. Well, there's stuff like that. So let me look up Rotom power. So we have egg hatching, and this is crazy. It looks like how we had the O powers in Pokemon XY, Pokemon Mega Green Alpha Sapphire. Rotom powers are just maxed out O powers. Triples prize money, which is one of the Rotom powers. So like it's just free Rotom powers. Reduces price of products by half. So again, it's like max level O powers right here, and then fully restores PP, fully restores HP, increases high level wild Pokemon for a certain period of time. I wonder if that's going to be used for SOS battling into high experience rates. Like, remember what I did with the Beware guide that's a fast experience in Pokemon Sun and Moon? Well, now you can increase their level and gain more experience. So I think that might help for Pokemon training, increases chance to catch Pokemon by a lot. So just probably a heavy multiplier to the catch rate. And again, that could help with Ultra Beast Pokemon or Ultra Beast Ball Pokemon that have a low catch rate. So it seems like we got some interesting stuff right there. And then I think there was something new in the Festival Plaza. So let me look up like Thump Bump Park, Clink Clonk, Few Gym. I don't know what the Few Gym is. Like, that's not the Battle Agency. I don't think the Few Gym was in Pokemon Sun and Moon. So it seems like there's going to be a new area in the Festival Plaza as well. And then the Battle Agency is going to be about in the Festival Plaza. So the Battle Agency didn't show much, but there's a global mission. So I think if we look up Agency, I remember finding it. Win at the Battle Agency. So yeah, there's also new global missions to talk about. And it looks like these are all the global missions in order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So yeah, like a year of festival global missions. Global missions is what they're called. Catch as many wild Pokemon, catch as many Pokemon as possible, or trade in the GTS, hatch as many Pokemon, harvest, spend money, and then winning Battle Agency, find as many Pokemon as possible. So it looks like some of them are mixed up for the global missions, but this one really gets me. Spend as many festival coins as possible during the mission period. It's gotta spend money to make money, boys. And we're going to see how well these missions do, if they're going to be free low like last time, and how that's going to work. And there we go. I think that's all that there is to talk about right now. Just a lot of interesting data to kind of get everyone caught up to speed of Pokemon Ultra Moon. But again, games are out. We're going to start seeing more and more, and then I'm going to figure out what to cover. So guys, enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.